but that talk was with the DFA.
And what did they say, sir?
Because we were working on the signing of the ratio with ratio, the exploration. What number is this? I forgot. That exploration contract with ratio. So while we were working on that, we said that we should also, it's best for the country to have that lifted so that we can also resume exploration in the area.
Sa last na lang, so no feedback from DFA after that?
They are taking it up. What I know is that they are taking it up ang sa mga diplomatic concerns.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, basic questions. Microphone, please. Cedric.
Sir, morning, sir. Sir,
Yes, sir.
it's been 4 consecutive weeks of rollback. I don't know if we can make projections based on it. But, sir, if you base it on historical records, sir, can we make projections until the end of the year kung ano magiging trend dun sa presyo ng gasolina, sir?
Well, that actually we are very dependent on what is happening in the international market. So our informations are based on the forecast of the developing, producing, and exporting countries. And if I would just share with you what the forecast of for the coming months, it's said that it would remain at the 70 level. I mean, low 70s and the high 70s.
Per barrel.
Per barrel, yes. That is dollar per barrel. That is the indication based on the forecast that we have been following, the Dubai, the MOPS, and the Brent.
Chona?
Sir, quick follow-up lang kanina.
Yes, ma'am.
If you can divulge, ano yung mga diplomatic concerns dun sa exploration?
Well, the diplomatic concerns were yung mga basis when the country, when DOE issued the moratorium in early 2010, 2011, I think. And because China then was opposed to our exploration in the area, because they claim that it is part of the South China Sea, belonging to the China territory, covered by the 9-dash line.
Okay, basic questions? No more? Okay, sorry.
Secretary, which area or areas are up for exploration? Ano po yung mga inaay ng government na areas?
The 14
Yes.
the 14 predetermined areas. These 14 predetermined areas are within the offshores and onshore, no? From the Mindanao to North Luzon.
Questions? Bernadette.
Sir, you said that the DOE is forecasting that the oil prices, the Dubai oil will fall at the $70 per barrel, low $70 and high $70 range po. So, ano po sir yung factors sir for this forecast sir? Ano sa tingin niyo, ba't hindi po siya mag-hit ng $80 per barrel?
Well, first, I'd like to make it clear that what I shared with you is not DOE's forecast. No? This is the forecast by the international market, which we are following. The basis of that is because of the softening of the the sanction imposed by the U.S. against Iran. They have issued waiver to something like 8 countries to import oil from Iran. Okay, and then of course the U.S. have maximized or is maximizing their production, as well as the Saudi. No, so with that volume, that hopefully would keep the price at that range within the $70 range, no? Low 70s to high 70s.
Pero sir, despite this forecast po sa world market, sir, so hindi na po ba natin kailangan mag-suspend ng next round of excise tax, sir? Sa DOE position po, sir.
Well, yung sa issue ng excise tax, I would rather refer that to DOF. Asek Lambino is here, and I'm sure he'll be able to answer that.
Magandang hapon po ulit. As you know, the economic manager submitted the recommendation to suspend the next tranche of the increase in excise scheduled for January 2019. That recommendation stands, and it is an official document that we need to receive from the Office of the President in order to implement that recommendation. That recommendation was made when the price per barrel for Dubai crude and MOPS was above $80. And the futures markets also showed $80 and above for November and December.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Bernadette. Rosen, sige, sir.
If I just might add, no, if we look at the increase in diesel, no, from December 2017 to October 2018, ang nakikita po talaga natin ay mga 15 pesos na ang tumaas. No? Compute po natin yung VAT on the excise. No? So, hindi po talaga natin i-address ang buong pagtaas ng presyo by suspending the next tranche. Ang ginagawa po talaga natin ay tumutulong ng konti by making that recommendation. But at the same time, in-anchor po natin yung inflation expectations para po yung behavior ng market, yung behavior ng households, yung behavior ng mga negosyo ay mas maging akma dun sa pag-stabilize ng mga presyo. Salamat po.
Si Rosalie muna. Rosalie? Okay, follow up. Sige. Sige, Darrell, then...
First, sir, for Asek Lambino, sir. Sir, si Budget Secretary Benjamin Jokno, he said na he's still hopeful na mag-push through yung excise tax on the first quarter. So, does this mean that it can still change yung suspension po? His opinion matter?
The recommendation that was submitted to Malakanyang was received. No? And that recommendation from the economic team stands. Ang inaantay lang po talaga natin ay ang official order from the Office of the President. But that recommendation stands.
Okay, Asik Lamino. Sir, just to be clear, sir, the recommendation stands even if the price of crudes remains at 70 for the remainder of the year?
If it is below the threshold, ang tanong natin, I think, no. The recommendation stands because when it was made, the price was above the threshold, lagpas sa $80 per barrel, at saka pati po yung futures na tinitingnan natin, yung futures prices hanggang end of the year ay lagpas din po sa 80 at the time the recommendation was made.
Since ang projection po daw sa international market is bababa ng mga 70 pero mag-stand pa rin yung recommendation niyo, sir?
Ideally, ang gusto po sana natin gawin ay i-review yung recommendation after it is implemented. So at some point next year.
Okay, a question, sir. Yeah. Secretary Cusi from Pia Ranyada. How many joint exploration agreements are in Malacanang for signing? And who will be signing these documents?
Well, there are two. I think these are, if I remember, it's service contract number 57. No. And this is the issue of farming in for a company to be, because that service contract is owned by PNOCEC and the to pursue further exploration and exploitation if the time comes. So they've been looking for partners, and one partner that they have shown that interest is the CNOC, you know, the CNOC. So for them to farm in, because it has been farming in is not allowed. EO, I am sorry, but I don't remember the EO number. So that needs amendment, and so we have submitted our recommendation for its amendment so that we can already sign that exploration.
Okay, thank you, sir. Rosalie?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon po. Other topic po. Do you also support the recommendation of other sectors na bawiin po ng LTFRB yung pong implementation ng fare increase since according to reports for
Ibaba ang
bawiin po yung pagpapatupad ng
no.
fare increase
Tayo muna. Sorry. Bawiin yung
implementation po
ng
ng fare
implementation. No, I have no comment on that, and I would leave it to LTFRB and DOTR to evaluate the the validity of the claim.
Okay, sir. Iba pong topic ulit. Yun pong effort ng pamahalaan to import oil sa non-OPEC countries, ano po yung update? Ano po yung update sa efforts ng government to import oil sa
non-OPEC?
Opo.
Yeah. It's we are continuing, and the framework has been approved. Ang nangyari lang, nagkaroon ng delay because of the issuance of the LC because of the sanction, but that is being addressed already.
So aside from Russia po, ano po yung iba pa pong non-OPEC countries na tinitingnan po natin?
Iran ang kasama, pero may sanction nga ron, no? Yung sa Iran, and then of course sino pa ba ito mga kinausap ng PNOCEC? I don't remember anymore the other, because this went under through bidding, no? So I don't remember. I just don't remember who else submitted.
Okay. Question, MPC? No more? Sorry, yung for... Sige, Bernadette. Go.
Sir, nasabi niyo po na dalawa yung agreements po na nasa Malakanyang po, di ba, for signing. Sabi niyo po yung isang agreement is SC57. So ano po yung isa, sir?
I'll give you to you later, no? Kasi just slip my mind kung ano ang
SC72?
number. No, 72 is not 72, because 72 is within that 9-dash line claimed by China. Definitely not 72.
Okay.
I'm definite about that.
Sige, sir. Sir, yung sinabi nung nag-submit po kayo na recommendation for the amendment of the EO po, sir, regarding sa partnership ng, I think, PNOC tsaka CNOC? Kailan po kayo nag-submit, sir?
PNOC, EC, and ZINOC.
Yes.
That is CNOC, that is on SC57 exploration. As I explained earlier, that SC57 is owned by PNOCEC, and they needed a partner to pursue the work. And I think the best proposal is coming from CNOC. And PNOCEC cannot continue the agreement or the acceptance proposal until that EO is amended.
So, kailan niyo po sinubmit, sir, yung recommendation to amend the EO po, sir?
Kailan?
Opo, kailan po?
Late last year.
Okay, sir.
Station natin.
Sa inflation, no? I think the inflation caused by oil. First, we are projecting that the price of oil, there will be rollback again next week because of the improvement in the price in the price of oil in the international market. So that is the good news. And what now on the question, anong epekto nito sa inflation? Of course, nakakatulong ito na mababa yung inflation pagka bumababa yung presyo ng langis. Sabi ko nga po kanina na yung there were 4 series of rollback. Magkakaroon na naman tayo ng rollback next week. So maasahan natin na yung factor contributed by oil in inflation will be lessened. No? Actually, from September to October, it has already normalized. And what I mean is that stabilized, no? Na-maintain na niya.
Okay. Si Asek Lambina, may answer kayo? Ano daw pwede maging effect, no?
With the Secretary's permission, kung titingnan po natin yung top 10 contributors to inflation, kasama po dyan at number 3 yung electricity, gas, and other fuels. Number 4, operation of personal transport equipment, yung mga pribadong sasakyan. At yan po ay makakatulong po dyan ang pagbaba ng presyo ng ating oil imports. No? So kung bumaba po ang international price of our oil imports, ay direct po yung effect on those items, no, sa commodities. Meron din pong pass-through ang fuel into the production of other commodities. Pero ang estimate po natin dyan ay anywhere from 3 to 10% lang, no, ng cost ng production. So in terms of direct effect, nandun po talaga sa household fuels and sa private vehicles.
Magla-last question na tayo. MPC? So, question
Malaya.
from Joe Malaya. Comment daw po sa concerns raised by Senator Gatchalian that the importation of some 2 billion pesos worth of diesel from Singapore may not be the best option to lower the price of diesel and assist PUVs since not all gas stations would sell the lowered price diesel from Singapore. Reaction na po.
I heard that yesterday people were asking me about that question. Kung ano daw po ang position ko do sa statement ni Senator Win Gatchalian. No po. Rather than answering it here, I requested that I meet first with Senator Gatchalian para mapag-usapan po namin talaga what is kung ano po yung talagang substance, ano pong mga issue ng kanyang position.
Okay, thank you. No more questions, MPC? Okay, maraming salamat, Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi. Salamat kay Assistant Secretary Tony Lambino. Thank you, MPC. At sa ating mga bisita, back to main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.
Maraming